toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL passing yards to this point. It's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple. They'll run for the first time with his speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. That's play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 64 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This is taken at about the 14. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return, and the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
The numbers for Williams a week ago: 16 carries, 54 yards. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. They run it again with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guy.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff. And it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Seven, our score after one. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. A good position to be in here, second and inches, as they've got it as we resume action. Williams going to get it again on second down. And this will wind up the Lions' first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And this will be taken at the 13. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. They'll look to throw again. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do,
rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And Detroit getting set to go now. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll go again with Gibbs. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Trying the left side with Gibbs. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A throw over the middle taken in. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnett. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This 2nd and 4. Back to throw again. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Finds Gibbs on a check down. And call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. Rashee Rice, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Dameon Pierce, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, get us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
2nd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 94 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Now 2nd and 3. He's going to try and do this himself. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barry. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
They'll set up a throw. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he'll get it by 20. A gain of 8 on 4th and 1. Back to throw here. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
On second down, here's Gibbs. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Gibbs straight ahead. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. We've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. There he goes, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do, and you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Now back to throw. That complete to Downs. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's third and a few inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 75. And the Condors have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't it speak to how well he works with this offensive line? And they know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts him back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. Here it's 3rd and 3. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll try the left side. Barry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
On third down, here's Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 133 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Oh, look at it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. He finds his man complete. That's Barnett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Downs. He's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. Give them 18 on the play.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll look to throw. And this taken in by Downs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard. Looking to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll run with Gibbs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Downs. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Condors answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Condors are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Here we go.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 147 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
They're going to look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Butker's kick here is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
And able to get this out to the 25. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is taken around the 12. So now the Lions down by 7. A little under 1:50 remaining. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Leonard. And he's taken down inside the 30. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Leonard. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Butker on for the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. So now after the clutch field goal, he's back out there to boot it away in what's now a tie ball game. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down now, Preston, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need it under the Lions' pressure. He's brought down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They bring their punter out there now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So out now come the Lions. On their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
2nd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now here's a throw, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Underneath, caught by Anderson, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT, and now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they go. Preston, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Preston. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Melbourne, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.